You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, B&B fans. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and guess what? I've got your early edition bold spoilers for the week of Monday, September 4th, all the way through Friday, September 8th. We have got sizzling spoilers. Bear in mind, they are undated, but this is all for front burner storylines. We've got stuff coming with Steffy and with Liam, Ridge, and Wyatt, and Ridge and Deacon. We're going to dig into all that. But hey, if you haven't already, please reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our B&B updates, news, and more. All right, by the end of this week, we have got Steffy back home at the Cliff House, the end of the week of the 28th through September 1st, just to give you some context about what's happening the week of September 4th. So Steffy is back to her Malibu dream house with Finn. It looks like the kids are probably not going to be with her until she's certain that it's safe, but they are ready to give their marriage another try. And by Friday, Liam is telling Ridge, everybody is unsafe until Sheila is locked up. I'm going to be Steffy's protector. And an undated spoiler for this week has Ridge being the one to tell Liam that Steffy moved home, and Liam saying that he's going to make it very clear about him being Steffy's self-appointed chief protector. We also have the week of the 28th, Finn angrily confronting Liam, and I'm wondering if Liam is lurking around the Malibu house once he knows that Steffy is there. We also have Sheila and Deacon action this week, and Deacon just wants her. As much as he likes betting her and licking all 9 of her toes, he does not want his life ruined because she has made horrible choices. So that's everything going on. And of course, Hope and Thomas are now engaged in a secret affair behind closed doors. That's what we have to unpack going into the week of September 4th through 8th. And again, Jacqui Wood has not given birth as of August 29th when we are recording this early edition video. And that means we could have up to 4 more weeks of Steffy if she is planning on working all the way until she gives birth. Now, maybe she decided to take off a couple weeks early. I mean, who knows? But as of now, we potentially could have 4 more weeks of this Steffy storyline between Liam and Finn and all this and the secrets that they're still keeping. All right, going into next week, we have Steffy in danger. She encounters danger is what the official spoiler says. And that has to mean one thing. Sheila freaking Carter. Sheila was just telling Deacon how she wants to be front and center in Finn's life. But as long as Steffy is around, that's a problem because she knows that Steffy will always hate her. Deacon smelled trouble right then and said, look, Sheila, don't do anything. If you do anything, it's not going to go well for you. And he's right. If something happens to Steffy in a way that it makes it obvious that Sheila did it, then yeah, Finn will cut her out of his life for good. But if she can arrange something where it looks like someone else did it or it was just a pure accident, then she could be there to play the supportive mother to grieving Finn. So you never know what Sheila might be cooking up, but something because Steffy seems to be in danger. We also have Ridge going after Deacon next week. And I suspect that Ridge suspects that Deacon is still in contact with Sheila, possibly still involved with Sheila. And of course, Ridge would be 100% correct. This week, the week of the 28th, we have Ridge and Carter showing up at Deacon's place, pounding on the door, demanding to know if he knows where Sheila is. And he lies because he's got Sheila hidden in the bathroom just a few feet from them. So I do think Ridge smells a rat and knows that Deacon is the best way to find her. But also, okay, so Ridge, if you do know where Sheila is, what are you going to do? The charges against her were dropped because he and Bill were being stupid. That's the only word I have to describe it. And so Sheila's not on the run from a warrant or law enforcement. She is legally entitled to be at Deacon's house naked, writhing around in pleasure on his sofa, that ratty, flea-bitten sofa, if she wants to be. So I know why Deacon's lying. It's not because he's harboring a fugitive, but because he doesn't want Ridge to go tell Hope and Brooke that he was and is still involved with Sheila. But okay, Ridge, what are you going to do? Citizen's arrest for what crime? The writing. The writers right now are people that worked under Brad Bell when he was the head writer before he went out on strike to support the WGA. He is still producing the show and directing day-to-day episodes, so I have to feel like they're writing what he wants probably, but it just feels loose to me and just all over the place. What do you guys think? All right. One last spoiler for the week of September 4th. Liam makes his intentions clear to both Wyatt, his brother, and Ridge, his ex-father-in-law. And the intention has to be, I'm going to take Steffy away from Finn because that's what I need to do, to keep her safe. And I know a lot of you guys do love Liam with Steffy. That's fine because I really prefer Hope with Thomas if it's my personal ship, But I still feel like Waffle Boy Liam needs a timeout, a no relationship zone for 6 weeks or so. I don't think he's a great boyfriend or a great husband. What's funny, I've mentioned this a couple of times, but I'm going to mention it again now. Scott Clifton, who plays Liam, does not like his character. He has said in interviews he thinks that Liam is a bad boyfriend, a bad husband, just terrible. And he doesn't like the guy, but this is the part he has to play. But what I also find most interesting is that Scott Clifton said his very favorite romance that Liam has ever had. Can you guess who it is? Do you remember? Did you see the interview? He said it was the Adam and Eve plot with Liam and Quinn. He said that was his favorite pairing. And you know what? As weird as it was, I enjoyed it too. And of course, they have my favorite scene, I think, of all time on Bold and Beautiful. Quinn had shoved Deacon off of an oceanfront cliff when he was threatening to blab and tell the Forresters and the Spencers that she had Liam captive at that little cabin. And then like a full week later, Deacon shows up to the door with seaweed wrapped around him. I think I spit my coffee. That was so freaking funny. If I can find the picture, I'm going to throw it in this video because it was just the freaking funniest thing I've ever seen on Bold. All right. So Steffy in danger, Liam making big moves to try and steal Steffy, and Ridge going after Deacon next week on Bold. Come back soon for a full weekly roster of spoilers, 2-week spoilers and more. Thank you to all of our international listeners, those in Canada, those in Europe, those in Africa, everywhere. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.